How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a map tour for a new mod map to Farming Simulator 22 called Modern Saripuszta. And we're going to start with the description from the mod hub, and it reads, Welcome to Modern Saripuszta map, which is located in Hungary in the southern part of Baranya County. Saripuszta lived its heyday in the 70s and 80s. Their mere works were carried out by the workers living here. Cattle breeding and the cultivation of the surrounding large fields were the main work. 13 land can be found from 0.7 hectare to 17 hectare, 2 meadow, 2 cow barns, 140 cows, limes, seed, and fertilizer purchase points, car and pedestrian traffic, 5 points of sale. The map is suitable for multiplayer mode. Have fun on the map. Thank you for downloading. There are mods required for this map, starting with the placeable refill tank by Paizel, selling station by Fernand24, silo living by Omatana, food mixer by ER Shaba, Uncle's Cow Barn by 750 Ti Modding and Michael LS, Lizard Water Tower by Mr. Hector. This map was created by Biga Papa and is 146.39 megabytes to download. And if we take a look at the map, this is what it looks like. And if we take a look at what we start out with farmlands number 9 and 14, 9 being a field with no products, and 14 being our main starting farm. If we take a look at the map, you can see we do have some smaller priced fields here, kind of good introductory fields that we can kind of build our way into. Farmland number 8 there for 27,000, farmland 13 for 65,000, and it just starts to grow and grow from here. 148,608, 383, I'm sorry, 381,565, 626, 833, and so on and so forth. So it does ramp up really quickly. There are animal barns to start out with. We have a couple of cow barns here. Contracts are available. We do have productions on this map. We have a TMR mixer, and there are no collectibles. Also, where we start out at is right here, dead center of the map, right on our main starting farm. Forgot to point that out. Now, if we take a look at mods specific to this map, starting out with the buy menu, there are none here in the buy menu. And then under the build menu, there's also none. There are no mods specific to this map. And what are mods specific to this map? It means that when you look down here in the mods section, in the build menu or on the buy menu, they are ones that are downloaded directly to the map and are only found for that specific map that you're on. So they'll actually be tagged at the bottom of the screen there with the map name that you're actually located on. But on this one, none exist. Now, because we start here at the starting farm, let's take a look at our starting equipment. Starting out on the buy menu under owned items, we start out with under small tractors, the John Deere 6110M. Medium tractors, we have the John Deere 7810. Harvesters, the John Deere T560. Trailers, the Rudolph DK280RL. The header for the John Deere. We've got for plows the Agromass POV 5XL, cultivators the Amazon Senio 4000 Super, power harrows the Amazon KG 3001 Super, seeders the Amazon Kateya 3000 Super, and a header trailer the Nardi N40BX. And that is everything. So starting out here, right behind me, is our main starting house. You have a sleep trigger right outside, but you can go in the house. And if we go ahead and click on that, go upstairs, and I believe, yep, off to the left here is a wardrobe trigger. So you've got a kind of starting house that's built into an old silo, which I thought was really kind of cool. Let's see, in this direction, here we have a seed, fertilizer, and lime station. But right next to it, and you can see we've got seed, fertilizer, and lime. But right here next to it is another lime station. So not sure why this is here, honestly. Over in this direction, over by all these barrels, this is the gas station. You can bring your tractors and other bits of equipment here to refuel them. And over here we have our silo. And that's it. That's everything for the main starting farm. Let's go ahead and grab the tractor and make our way around. We'll grab the bigger of the two John Deeres. We're going to leave out this side here, and we're going to go straight up to the north, even though we've got some stuff right here around the farm. We're going to go head to the very northern part of the map, or at least the northern part of the playable area, because this isn't a full 2x by 2x map. As you can see, there are kind of boundaries that are in place. And then we'll kind of catch back up on our way back, because we got to go all the way back south, so works out. And right up here is our first point of interest. You can see that little blue tarp. Right behind it is the animal dealer. You can see this is the location that you come onto and you can purchase your animals from directly. You can also use the same icon at any pens and pastures that you have pre-installed on the map. Now, if you purchase them directly from this location or those installed pen and pastures directly, you will incur an additional fee. That fee is associated to a delivery fee. If we come over here and we click on it, go to one of the cow barns there, you can see under the prices there, you've got a base price and then you have a fee associated to each and every animal. The adult cows are $100 extra per cow going this way. And that adds up pretty quick. You got room for 140 cows. If you were to buy all your cows this way, you're spending quite a bit of money extra. Now, to save that money, bring an animal trailer to this location, specifically to this location, and click on that icon with the animal trailer. You'll be able to load directly into it, and then you'll be able to transport your animals for your pens and pastures directly. Drop them off, and you're good to go. You save that additional money. So now let's go ahead and turn back around. And now we head back towards the farm. So right up here to my right is the northern part of our starting farm, but we don't technically own this. Like, we don't own the land that all this is built on, but we have access to everything here. We have a water tower right here, a manure heap. This is our feed mixer. We do have access to this. As you can see, you bring your silage, hay, and straw, and you get out TMR as an output. Oh, and input on top and output on the side. Now here is one of the two cow barns. I will show everything on the one here. We have the slurry output here. Inside this door is the feed input. Now, here's where I'm going to kind of say a little warning, I guess. So normally pens and pastures allow you to put into them with an animal trailer. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to use an animal trailer for these barns here. Reason being is that the trigger is right here. If I come over here, you can see open animal dialog. That's where you need to be able to park your animal trailer in order to get the unload feature for your animals. But you can see I can come up right against this fence here and nothing. I get the open gate, but I don't get anything beyond that. So unfortunately, I don't think you're going to actually be able to load yourself. You're going to have to buy your animals directly for this. You might be able to figure out a way to get it to work, but if you're playing within the rules of reality, then I don't know if you're going to be able to do it per se. So yeah, that's your loading point right there. And this is your milk trigger right here. And again, just take everything I just said for this one and replicate it for this one because it's the same exact model. Over here is our main farm, as you can see there. We have a power washer right there. And that's it for this particular area. Now, hop back in the tractor. And here we're going to make a left. And come along the back side over here. But we're going to park right here. I'll use our tractor to parkour over the wall because this is the main shop area. You can see here, shop trigger right here, and repair trigger over here. Now I will say there are some missing trigger points. Like typically the markers will be showing here for where you can repair your vehicles and stuff. I presume it's right here in this area here, but can't really get to it, or I haven't tested it, I should say. Let's see. Haha! Get close enough to the wall there and I can hop back into my tractor. So now heading down the road just a little ways. This is the sell point. Sell point. Oh, whoa. I don't know if they were walking up in the air like that because I was parked there or what. Well, I guess we have helium deer. I guess now we have helium people. It's heading out to the main road and heading south. Coming up here to our right is the next point of interest. Right there, that is the Boley sell point. Now up here to the main strip, make a left, followed by a right, and then tucked around the backside here is the fast food restaurant sell point. Come back here, make a left, head down this way, and to my left we have the farmers market sell point. Whoop. And now we're going to hit our last point of interest. Make a right. And tucked away back here, this is the Kalman Gal sell point. And that's it. That is the entire map. So now let me go ahead and show where we've been and what we've seen up to this point. So let's take a look at the map. So we started here on the main starting farm. We saw the farmhouse here, saw the seed fertilizer and lime station, the lime station that's right next to it, the gas station, as well as the silo there on the farm. We then came out to the main stretch, came up here to the animal dealer, came back down. We saw the water tower, water point, the manure heap, as well as the forage mixer, and then the two cow barns, the Uncle Cow Barn. Came back down here, went behind the main shop area here, behind the wall, jumped over it using our tractor to get to the shop trigger and repair trigger, went back through the wall and then down to the sell point, back to the main stretch here, all the way down here to the Boley sell point, down and around to the fast food restaurant sell point, over to the farmers market sell point, and then back down to here, the Kalman Gal sell point. And that is everything. Now it is time to render my opinion. What do I think of this map? 0 to 5 scale as per usual. This one is unfortunately not my favorite. So there are several things I do like about this map. The kind of general topography of this map. There's some nice flows and some undulations all throughout the map, which is nice. The color palette is also very nice. It's not too colorful, it's not too fluttery and flowery, it's rather understated, but, and that's where the buts negate sentences. I said that the color palette was very underrated. unfortunately, so is everything else on this map. I just don't feel like there's a lot going on here. It kind of gives me some more hilly Fox Farm vibes. And Fox Farms is okay of a map, but this one here is just... it's too simple for me. It's got not a whole lot going on this map. And we just kind of look around and you can see, like, yeah, there's some trees, there's things that are breaking up the sight lines, but you get to the kind of outer periphery of the map, you can see it right off in the distance, and it just looks like there's a void, like there's nothing out there beyond those trees. And I don't know how much I'd be able to look at that without just feeling like the world is ending right on the other side of this wall here, this little hill. You got this road that kind of leads out to it, but then it kind of blocks you from, you know, it's supposed to block you. There's the blocking. But again, because of this hill here, it looks like it's just a void. Like it just no longer has anything to produce, kind of thing. And it's just kind of weird. And then you got these little trails that, you know, kind of border the field and all. And again, all that's fine, but it just feels like understated, underwhelming to me. And yeah, it just is not my cup of tea. And all that being said, what would I give this map? 0 to 5 scale? I'd probably give this probably a 1, maybe a 1.5. Like I said, it's just got very simple, very kind of, I don't know, just it feels like there's something lacking on this map. And I can't put my finger on it. I can't say what it is. You know what? Something else that just kind of dawned on me is we've got one production site on the whole map. Just one. Everything else is sell points. Now, because of that, what I would prefer is if there was area for us to be able to build up on, to be able to place down other production points and things like that. But the problem is that every square inch of this map is pretty much taken up by fields. And because it's a severely reduced map, so you're not using the full 2x by 2x, you basically have this kind of ridge area and that's it. You don't have a lot of area to build up. You're basically relying on having to eat into the other fields in order to build up and to change. You know, but again, you see like the landscape, it just doesn't add up. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Like that little hill that's off in the distance, that kind of peak off in the distance there, with that void that's behind everything, it just doesn't, it seems out of place almost. So when I look around, it just, something feels off. It just feels wrong. And yeah, just, I can't wrap my brain around it. I can't make my brain be like, no, it's okay, it's supposed to be like that kind of thing. Like there's times where I can kind of rationalize, you know, the way things are sometimes on certain maps. This one, I just can't do it. This one, I just cannot bring myself to look out into the distance and be like, no, it's okay, kind of thing. Now, I wanted to come over here just real quick just to see, because you do have this train line, this train track here, but I don't think there's an actual train associated to it, not like a train system. So again, not 100% sure why the train is here, the train track. I haven't seen an actual train spline go by. But again, you come up to this side of the map here and you just look out and it's a void. And yeah, all of it's said and done, when everything is kind of stacked up, yeah, see, we can't get out to this area either. So when all of it's stacked up and said and done, if we come out to here, go out and look into the distance, you can kind of see how the world just kind of drops off. This is what I'm talking about. This void here, because there's no, like, outer... decoration to the map. There's nothing out there to kind of dress it up. So there's a void. There's just nothingness. So there's really nothing that can be done to kind of spruce up that area for us. There's nothing, like, by us players of the map, there's nothing that we can really do. So it's a real shame. It's yeah, and I think 1.5 is probably where I can, comfortably say is what I would personally give this map. And as I always try and say, when I do not rank a map very well, it is nothing personal, it is nothing against the map maker, anything like that. I am incredibly grateful for every single map maker, including the map maker here on this one, for bringing this out, because I am not the arbiter of all that is good and true. So there's going to be people out there that's like, oh man, I really love this map, and as well you should. If this map is something that you enjoy, then don't let my words detract from that enjoyment whatsoever. So it's one of those that these are my opinions and my opinions alone. Do not take them as, anything greater than that. But all that being said, that's that's kind of where I land on all this. But I hope you enjoyed this map tour. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing that shows you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.